just start up here at Noelle's best end. So if we look at Noelle's head and neck, we've got the poll, which is the area up here in between her ears. Of course, we have her mane, but this part of the hair that hangs in front is called the forelock. As we move down the horse, interesting thing about how the cervical vertebra or the neck vertebra lay in the horse. A lot of people just picture them running straight down or along the top, but actually the cervical vertebra run down through here and then come in, behind the shoulder area. So the top of the horse's neck is called their crest. And then we come back here to the shoulder. So the horse has a scapula, just like we do, a shoulder blade, and that lays right in here. And of course, they've got a lot of heavy muscling in this area. And then if we come down a little further, the horse's elbow is right in here. So your elbow corresponds to the horse's elbow. So going down the front leg, we have the horse's knee, we have the cannon, we have the fetlock joint, we have the pastern, then we have the cornet or the coronary band. So this is basically where the hoof begins, and this is actually where the hoof grows out of. And then of course we have the horse's hoof. So next we've got the withers. The withers are actually, like, what we feel here is the top of the dorsal processes of the horse's, part of the horse's thoracic spine. So we've got the withers, and then as we come back, we've got the loins, and then we have the horse's croup. The rib cage is often referred to as the barrel. Now, if I move back a little bit further, this is the flank of the horse. So when we refer to the flank, it's this area. Noelle's pelvis, you can kind of picture the pelvis sitting in here in her hindquarters. Horses obviously have a very big pelvis and a lot of heavy muscle attachments around here. So this is the point of the hip, and on the back here, where the back of the pelvis would be, is the point of the buttock. And then the horse's tail, the top of this tail is referred to as the dock. And if I go further down, this is the stifle joint. A fun little fact is the stifle is actually equivalent to our knee. This is the gaskin, this muscled area here. And then we have the hock, we have the rear cannon, and again, the fetlock, the pastern, coronet, and the hoof.
There's certain correct balanced conformation that isn't related to the breed itself, and that usually means that it's proportional. All the parts fit together in what we mean balance. The front end should be a little higher or as high as the rear end. The legs should be straight and on four corners under the horse. So how the horse fits together is a structural, skeletal, muscular issue, not a breed issue.
I feel like the horse should be in balance. If it's not, you definitely have more weight on the front end or the hind end, changes their stride, and so yeah, I definitely like a balanced horse.
In general, a horse's neck should be the same length as its back, and its back should be the same length as its hips, so you could divide the horse into three parts horizontally from the profile. So that's the first thing I think I'd look for. Then as you look down the legs, I think you want to be able to drop a straight line from the middle of the shoulder down a line in the back of the front leg that would bisect the leg and descend right behind the heel at the bottom. And likewise, if you go to the back leg, there should be an angle of a V that comes forward from the pelvis or the hip joint, if you will, forward to the stifle, and then back again to the hock. So there's good angulation of the stifle joint, and it's not too what we call posty. And then the cannon bone itself should be pretty much in line with the back of the buttocks of the horse. So there's a line from the buttocks to the hock to the back of the fetlock and back. And then I would always get back away from them again and look at the whole profile and how does this whole horse fit together. And the balance of the horse is, to me, most important, and that it looks like whatever breed it's supposed to be.